Hi, good morning. How are you? Can you hear my voice? Is it okay? If you are okay, please give me the message, chat message. And today it's a very good weather. Actually, November, end of this October, a little bit it's rain due to the cyclone effect, but now it's continue good weathers. And at the same time, nowadays, early morning, a little bit cool. So I think it's coming, the winter season is coming, right? Of course, noontime is very hot, but especially early morning when I go to the Mahabodhi temple. After coming back, it's very hot due to the walking meditation, but just starting from the temple, I felt a little bit cold. Okay, and nowadays, due to the championship of the hockey sports, large scale from 11th November to 20 or something, we have the championship in India, large scale, very close to large scale to Bodhgaya, only 2 hours by car. So they are coming maybe today or something from Gaya airport. So everyone welcome. And we have the painting wall, the Japanese map, flag, or some China or Korea or some team, Asian team, country team flag, and also the characters of hockey sports. And in Mahabodhi temple also, it is written welcome to Bodhgaya in Japanese language also, Chinese language also, Thailand language also, several language due to the sports championship. So I hope their team, several countries' team can stay Bodhgaya comfortably and happily, peacefully. Okay, anyway, let's get started. So we have the chanting book. First, Buddhist song, opening song, invited all the gods and bodhisattvas. And after that, invocation. And after that, opening verses, Kaikyoge. And after that, second chapter, Upayakaushara chapter, 16th chapter, Tathagata Pramana, Eternal Shakyamuni Buddha appear, 21 chapter, supernatural power of the Tathagata. And after that, Venerable Nichiren Guruji's words, returning Buddha Dharma to the West. And after that, men practice chanting meditation. And after that, Hotoge, essence of 11 chapters. And after that, prayer, parinama. We want to spread our accumulated merit to suffering people, needy people. After that, four great bodhisattva bow. And after that, again, closing Buddhist song, Buso. ठीक है, let's get started. शुरू करें. Honor to be the great mandala, the perfect circle of all honorable ones. Revealed by our founder, Nichiren Shu. Honor be to the eternal Buddha Shakyamuni, our original teacher, the Lord of the Dharma, our great benefactor who attained enlightenment in the remotest past. Honor be the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the wonderful Dharma, the teaching of equality, the great wisdom, the one vehicle. Honor be to our founders, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shu, dispatched by original Buddha. Honor be to Renge Ajari Nichiji Shoni, the first overseas missionary. Honor be to the protective deities of the Dharma. We honor all of you. May you come to this consecrated place out of compassion towards us, see us with the light of wisdom, and accept our offering and chanting. And Nam Myo Renge Kyo. Mujo jin jin mi myo no ho wa hyaku senman go ni mo aitate matsuru koto katashi ware ima kenmon shijuji suru koto etari negawaku wa nyorai no dai ichi gyo gesen shigoku no daijo shigi sube karazu Penmon sokuchi minabo dai ni chikazuku no sen wa hoshi shosen wa hoshi hekeisho monji wa sunawachi kore o jin nari muryo doku doku mina kono kyo ni atsumareri kono yue ni jizai ni myo ni kunji mitsu ni yakusu uchi muchi tsumi o meshi zen o shouzu moshi wa shin moshi wa ho tomo ni butsu do jouzen sanzen no shobutsu jin jin no myo den nari shoujo se se chigushi chodai se. English translation is the most profound and wonderful teaching and presented in this sutra. This sutra is difficult to meet even once in thousands and billions of eons. Now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great Bhikkhu is very difficult for us to understand. We shall be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounding is the Buddha's wisdom. Expounded is the Buddha's truth. The letters composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as perfume is caught by something put nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited, because infinite merits are accumulated in this sutra. We can experience our past transgression, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merits of this sutra. It doesn't not matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe the sutra or surrender it. This sutra is the most wonderful and most excellent taught by the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. May we meet and receive it, birth after birth, word after word. Page number 11, second chapter, Upaya Cultural Chapters. Myo renge kyo oben pondai ni niji se sonju sammai anjo ni kigo tari hotsu shobutsu e jinjin muryo gochi e mo nange nanyu issai sho mo yakushi butsu shou no chi soi sha ga butsu zo shingo yakusenman noku mushu shou jingyo shou butsu muryo do ho yu myo いしなんげしゃり十因年十十一五円言無視法弁因道主料理小弱小医者如来法弁知見原密会具シャリオツ如来知東大臣の無料無下無相違前上下脱三昧前入部最上一切未増シャリホツ如来の種樹分別行節相根治入なエカシュシャリオツ主要言子無料部微増法物質上重視シャリ無種物節相違釈物相上重第一形難下し異物用物内の口小法実相違小法尿税相尿税大尿税力尿税差尿税陰尿税変尿税過尿税法尿税本末空教相違小法違小尿税大尿税力尿税陰尿税変尿税過尿税法尿税本末空教等相違法尿税小尿税小尿税大尿税力尿税差尿税陰尿税変尿税過尿税法尿税本末空教等English translation is 15 pages. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma Chapter 2, Expedient. Thereupon the word honors one emerged quietly from his samadhi and said to Shariputra, the wisdom of the present Buddha is profound and immeasurable. The gate it is difficult to understand and difficult to enter. Their wisdom cannot be understood by any Shravaka or Pratyeka Buddha, because the present Buddha attended on many hundreds of thousands or billions of past Buddhas and practiced the immeasurable teaching of those Buddhas bravely and strenuously to their far-flung fame until they attain the profound Dharma, which you have never heard before, and become Buddha, and also because, since they became Buddhas, they have been expounding the Dharma according to the capacity of all living beings in such various ways that the true purpose of their various teaching is difficult to understand. Shariputra, since I became a Buddha, I also have been expounding various teachings with various stories of previous lives, with various parables, and with various similar. I have been reading all living beings with immeasurable expedient in order to save them from various attachments, because I have the power to employ expedient and the power to perform the parameter of insight. Shariputra, the insight of the Tathagata is wide and deep. The Tathagata have all the state of mind towards immeasurable living beings, unhindered eloquence, powers, fearlessness, dhyana, concentration, emancipation, and samadhi. They enter deep into boundlessness and attain the Dharma which you have never heard before. Shariputra, the Tathagata divides the Dharma into various teachings and expounds those teachings to all living beings so skillfully and with such gentle voices that living beings are delighted. Shariputra, in short, the Buddha attained the immeasurable teaching which you have never heard before. No more Shariputra will I say, because the Dharma attained by the Buddha is the highest truth, rare to hear and difficult to understand. Only the Buddha attained the highest truth. That is the reality of all things in regard to their appearance as such, their nature as such, their entity as such, their power as such, their activity as such, their primary causes as such, their environmental causes as such, their effect as such, their reward and retribution as such, and their equality as such, despite these differences. "35 pages, 16 chapters, Tathagata Aishparamana chapters. 妙法蓮華経如来十両本第16自我特別来諸行諸国種無料約千万国際や葬儀超説法教家不修億修上妙流応仏道未来無量故移動修上故応弁言礼派二実滅道成就施設が成就をし異相人図力量天道主水言に不敬主権が滅道国容者連会へ連邦理想活合し修上基神別七時期入一心欲見物自作心自我具修物質量重線が自己修所在し不滅違法弁力不滅滅予告周知不行信行者阿部老筆異説無常妙と不問し単理が滅道が検証手術在欲幸福異原子量合諸活因果心連邦内出異世人通力尿税法阿葬儀総材料重視給与小重小修上健康地大化小小地下指導安論天人上重本輪衝動各種重法則法重多計主上小有楽小天逆天上者主義不満堕落三仏具大衆が浄土不起二種検証地不不足量量税出順税所在主地利益語因縁化葬儀不問三本総有宿毒入和七時期即会見がし祭祀に説法枠事施設物事務宮内見物者異設物難地八力尿栄光小無量寿命無宿不守護所尿と内者もっと思想東断療養地仏語実布公領以前法維持用し実在二言し無能石膏もが薬異世不足原子異母部天道実在二言二条見学二小教師法一弱語欲打大悪道過剰知識平等不平等水曜小化度非摂取受法 さぜねいがよ修上特入無常の特上十仏心 English translation, page number 40. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, chapter 16. The duration of the life of the Tathagata. It is many hundreds of thousands of billions of trillions of sasankhya of kalpas since I became the Buddha. For the past immeasurable kalpa, I have always been expounding the Dharma to many hundreds of millions of living beings in order to lead them into the way to Buddhahood. In order to save the perverted people, I expediently show my nirvana to them. In reality, I should never pass away. I always live here and expound the Dharma. Although I always live here with the perverted people, I disappear from their eyes by my supernatural powers. When they see me, I seemingly pass away and make offering to my Shalila and adore me, admire me, and become devout of light and gentle and wish to see me with all their heart as the cause of their lives. I live pierced on Mount Secret Eagle with my Sangha and say to them, I always live here. I shall never be extinct. I show my extinction to you expediently, although I never pass away. I also expound the unsurpassed Dharma to the living beings of the other world if they respect me, believe me, and wish to see me. You have never heard this. Therefore, you thought that I pass away. I see the perverted people sinking in an ocean of suffering. Therefore, I disappear from their eyes and cause them to admire me. When they admire me, I appear and expound the Dharma to them. I can do all this by my supernatural powers. I live on Mount Secret Eagle and also in the other abode for Asankhya Kalpas. The perverted people think this world is in a great fire, and end of the kalpa of destruction is coming. In reality, this world of mine is peaceful. It is filled with gods and men. The golden forest and statuary buildings are adorned with various treasures. The jewel trees have many flowers and fruit. The living beings are enjoying themselves, and the gods are beating heavenly drums, making various kinds of music and remaining mandala flowers on the great multitudes and me. This pure word of mine is indestructible, but the perverted people think it is full of sorrow, fear, and other suffering. It will soon burn away. Because of their evil karmas, these sinful people will not be able to hear even the names of the treasures during Asankhya Kalpa. To those who have accumulated merit and who are gentle and upright, and who see me living here expounding the Dharma, I say the duration of my life is immeasurable. To those who see me after a long time, I say it is difficult to see a Buddha. I can do all this by the power of my wisdom. The light of my wisdom knows no bound. The duration of my life is immeasurable kalpas. I obtain this longevity by age of practice. All of you, wise men, have no doubt about this. Remove your doubt, have no more. My words are true, not false. The physician who sent a man expediently to tell his perverted son of death of their father in order to cure them was not accused of falsehood, although he was still alive. In the same manner, I am the father of the world. I am saving all living beings from suffering. Because they are perverted, I say that I shall pass away, although I shall not. If they always see me, they will become arrogant and licentious, and cling to their 5 desires so much that they will fall into the evil legion. I know who is practicing the way and who is not. Therefore, I expand various teaching to all living beings according to their capacity. I am always thinking, how shall I cause all living beings to enter into the unsurpassed way and quickly become Buddhas? 妙法蓮華経 如来人力本第21小仏聖者十大大人利越主上天無量人力絶相神本神法無主行異具仏道分子系宇治小仏教会空丹寺師数門実法国寺会六種異仏滅道同時税局小仏会館異言無量人俗類税局三味充実大無量高知無幸不の知税認識無変無垢両実法国不可得変同時税教者即位意見薬見他法仏儀相奮陣有見が今日両継承菩薩の知税教師ヨガ牛奮陣滅道他法仏一切会館実法現在仏病過去未薬見薬用薬用特感小仏座道場所得費用の自税教師服薬道徳の自税教師法書法式名字具言事業説無口の不老口一切無足法如来滅後自仏小説因縁具次第随義両実公務の上昇有名死人行石の別種上教無量菩薩一教11成功宇治者門師功徳法が滅道後法十字死教善人の仏道仏像無義49 pages, the translation, the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, chapter 21. The supernatural powers of the Tathagata. The Buddha, the world bearer, have great supernatural powers. They display their immutable supernatural powers in order to cause all living beings to rejoice. The tip of their tongues reaches the heavenly of Brahman. Immutable rays of light are emitted from their bodies. For those who are seeking the enlightenment of the birds, the Buddha do these things rare to be seen. The sound of coughing of the Buddha and the sound of their fingers snapping reverberate over the world of the 10 quarters, and the ground of those words quake in the 6 ways. The Buddha joyfully display their immutable supernatural powers because the Bodhisattva from underground vow to keep this sutra after my extinction. Even if I place for immutable culprit the keeper of this sutra, to whom it is to be transmitted, I can't place him highly enough. His merits are as limitless, as infinite, as boundless as the skies of the world of the 10 quarters. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to see me. He also will be able to see many treasures, Buddha, the Buddha of my Riricus, and the Bodhisattva whom I have taught today. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to cause me to rejoice. He also will be able to bring joy to the Buddha of my Riricus, and also to many treasures Buddha who once passed away. He also will be able to see the present, past, and future Buddha of the world of the 10 quarters, make offering to them, and cause them to rejoice. The Buddha sat at the power place of enlightenment and obtained the hidden core. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to obtain the same before long. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to expound the meaning of the reteaching and the name of the word of this sutra. Their eloquence will be as boundless and as unhindered as the wind in the sky. Anyone who understands why the Buddha expounded many sutras, who knows the position of this sutra in the series of sutras, and who expound it after my extinction, according to its true meaning, will be able to eliminate the darkness of the living beings of the world where he walks about, just as the light of the sun and the moon eliminate all darkness. He will be able to cause immeasurable bodhisattva to dwell finally in the one vehicle. Therefore, the man of wisdom who hears the benefit of these merits and who keeps this sutra after my extinction will be able to attain the enlightenment of the Buddha definitely and doubtlessly. Venerable Nichiren Guruji's word. Returning Buddha Dharma to the west. India is called the country of the moon, where the Buddha appears shining in the world as brightly as the moon. Japan is called the origin of the sun. How can it be that no sage as bright as the sun appear in Japan? The moon moves from west to east. It is the omen of Buddhism in India, spreading to the east. The sun orbits from east to west. This is the lucky omen of Buddhism in Japan, returning to India. Moonlight is not as bright as the sunlight. Therefore, the Buddha preaches the Lotus Sutra for only 8 years of his lifetime. Sunlight is brighter than moonlight. This is an auspicious omen of Japanese Buddhism, shining through the long darkness of the 500 years period. The Buddha didn't say surrender of the lotus because there existed no surrender during his lifetime. In the latter age of the degeneration, there will be many formidable enemies of the one vehicle lotus teaching everywhere. This is a time when we can leave the habits of never disparaging bodhisattva, aggressive propagation, sowing the seed of Buddhahood. Each of my disciples should exalt himself to spread the teaching of the Buddha, even at the cost of life. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Ho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Shikyo-nanji Hotoge's translation is the difficult to retaining the sutra from chapter 11, beholding the stupa of treasures. It is difficult to keep this sutra. I shall be glad to see anyone keeping it even for a moment. So will all the other Buddhas. He will be placed by all the Buddhas. He will be a man of beloved, a man of endeavors. He should be considered to have already observed the precept and practiced the dutta. He will quickly attain the unsurpassed enlightenment of the Buddha. Anyone who reads or recites this sutra in the future is a true son of mine. He shall be considered to live on the stage of purity and good. Anyone after my extinction who understands the meaning of this sutra will be the eye of the world of gods and men. Anyone who expounds this sutra even for a moment in this dreadful world should be honored with offering by all gods and men. With respect to honor be to the Buddha, honor be to the Dharma, honor be to the Sangha. We hereby offer our merit of chanting the Lotus Sutra and the Odaimoku, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. May stop suffering, leave the world of the birth and death, and dwell in the world given to him or her as a reward for his or her good karma. Receive our offering of the of the Dharma eliminate translation which he or she has omitted from the beginningless past. See the Buddha of the word of the 10 directions. Hear the wonderful Dharma. Develop his or her Dharma nature by seeing the truth and by doing good to obtain the three virtues of the Buddha. Travel over the Dharma world by this vehicle of treasures, leads a place of enlightenment, quickly attain the Buddha in sight. Sit on the seat of the lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma, and attain the enlightenment equivalent to that of the Buddha. The Buddha said in the Lotus Sutra, Chapter 2, anyone who hears the Dharma will not fail to become a Buddha. He also says in Chapter 10, if you hear the Dharma, even for a moment, you will immediately be able to attain perfect enlightenment. The deity in Chapter 3 say, we obtain merit by the good karma we did in this life of our and also in our previous existence. We also obtain merit by seeing the Buddha. May we attain the enlightenment of the Buddha by this merit. May the merit we have accumulated by this offering be distributing among all living beings, and may we and all other living beings attain the enlightenment of the Buddha. Nam Myo Renge Kyo. Shujo Muhen Segan no Bonno Mushu Segan Dang Omon Mujin Segan Ji Mutsudo Mujo Segan Jo. Sentient beings are measurable. I vow to set them all. Our ever desires are inexhaustible. I vow to consume all. The Buddha's teaching are measurable. I vow to study them all. The way of the Buddha is unexcelled. I vow to attain the path sublime. Nam Myo Renge Kyo. Nam Myo Renge Kyo. Nam Myo Renge Kyo. Thank you so much. Yes. Tomorrow also we want to continue chanting for inner peace of all living beings. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Have a nice day. Kar Mirenge or Shamko Mirenge. See you tomorrow or see you evening time. Evening time 5 p.m. Evening chanting is going. Let's continue chanting for inner peace of all living beings. बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you.